Hello everyone, it's Donal Ward McCarthy here with 311 Realty Group, bringing you your update for the Greater Toronto Area residential real estate update for October of 2022. So data was just released a few days ago and I want to walk through what the Toronto Real Estate Board released. So obviously we've had an interesting year. Prices decreased from February through to July. We'll look at what's happened in the last couple of months since July in regards to supply, demand and pricing. One note as well too, most importantly, I think in October 26th, we had a 0.5% rate increase in the overnight lending rate. We were expecting more. When we look at the front page of the Toronto Market Watch, this paragraph here encircled in red, they just mentioned there the Bank of Canada's most recent messaging suggests that they are reaching the end of their tightening cycle. Bond yields dipped as a result, suggesting that fixed mortgage rates may trend lower moving forward, which would help affordability. Signs that we're possibly getting a handle on inflation within Canada. We've no control over about 65% of our inflationary factor because of that's global, but the 35 that we do have control over, these interest rate hikes seem to be, they're giving suggestions now that that might be getting under control. So would hope we would only maybe get a 0.25 interest rate hike towards the end of the year, and then 2023 we don't know, but we're hoping that maybe this may be the start of recovery from a price perspective and an inflationary perspective. So fingers crossed on that one. Let's jump into supply, demand and prices. So I like to look month over month. So this one here, Treb's MLS sales for the GTA. We can see here that the orange blocks here are 2022, and you can see that demand rocketed up until March, and then of course we had our interest rate environment change, we had buyer psychology change through that period, and we saw a great decline in demand. Now that's leveled off pretty much. Supply, as we all know, we've always had a problem with supply in the GTA. You can see here supply, very strong, good supply up until March, and then again our market changed very much with inflation and then our interest rate hikes. Again, supply dropped off. So the story here is that people who need to sell are the ones selling. So, our typical scenarios are diapers. Somebody needs to upsize, downsizing. People just want to get out and get into something smaller. Divorce and death. So those more situations where people need to move. That's what's happening now. A whole cohort of sellers have removed themselves from the market. Those people who don't need to move right now, they are perfectly comfortable. They can ride out the next 2 to 3 to 4 or 5 years quite comfortably as they watch prices cover and things like that. So how has this affected that supply demand scenario? How has that affected prices? So we can see here how prices, the highest we've ever seen up here into February, started the decline since February, and we did see a 20% drop from February through to July. And then because of this supply shortage, despite the high interest rates and the interest rate hikes throughout this period, we have seen prices pretty much level out. It went up from July to August, 0% change, 2% plus 2% change from August to September, and a 0% change from September to October. And given as well to the positive outlook, I guess, from or what they're hinting at with the Bank of Canada, this could be the start of the window closing for buyers. But again, we don't know. 2023, I think maybe over the winter we'll see some activity, but we could be back to the normal real estate cycle in springtime. Not as pronounced as earlier on this year or previous years, but could be back if our supply remains this tight. So there you have it, folks. Happy to have a conversation with anyone who has any questions. All of these charts, they're all for download as usual. Whatever medium you're receiving this in, there's a button somewhere and you can download these charts. It's Donal Ward McCarthy with 311 Realty. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful month. Get through these strikes. We'll talk to you on the other end. Okay. Ciao, ciao.